Good afternoon. My name is John Candler, and I'm the founder of Nexxussembly Embedded LLC. This is PFC Herbert A. Littleton's Medal of Honor. PFC Littleton was a radar operator during the Korean War, and on April 22nd, 1951, his heroic actions saved his team but cost him his life. I had the privilege of being in this picture because I received an award that was named after him. I didn't do anything heroic, but I have a very particular set of skills that I've acquired over a long career, skills that I'm in electronics maintenance. This isn't any specific piece of equipment, more of a mental model. I realized that as my boss was breathing down to my neck, sometimes a colonel, that I had to be able to fix equipment fast. The items here in green, individual components. If I had to order a component, it came in very quickly. Items in red, electronic assemblies, cables, harnesses, or printed circuit boards. If I had to order those, I knew it was going to be a 6-month wait time. 5 months later, I was either going to get pushed back, if not canceled. So what did we do? We got rid of everything in blue. Whole thing went away, we replaced it with a spare. And I decided that I was going to address that problem, want to get out of the Marine Corps, become an electronics manufacturer, and kind of feed the beast the other way, because we thought it might be just a shortage of manufacturers that was causing the issue. When I got out, saw the problem from the other end, I realized that the problem was much different. Electronics manufacturers are underserved by the federal contracting. Federal contracts do not distinguish between if you are providing them a single item or an entire assembly. They have like a one-size-fits-all model. If you are providing one item, kind of like the left side of the graph shows, it's a very straightforward process to find that solicitation, to verify that your part is authorized to be provided to the government at that specific time, and then submit a quote to the government. On the other hand, if you're providing an electronic assembly, you have to look through many more solicitations. There are electronics in so many different systems that you are almost inundated in the amount of solicitations that you have to weed through in order to find what is good for your company. And then that one single part that you had to verify before, you have to do an entire list. So this becomes essentially time prohibitive. Like you don't have enough time to do all of the research that you need to do, sometimes within 3 to 7 days, to submit a contract to the government, or a quote to the government. And then you can kind of see from some of the statistics at the bottom, 36.36%. Those are the number or the percentage of awards that should go to small business electronics manufacturers that are awarded to large companies. That only happens when those small companies either don't submit a quote or the government can't find them to ask them to work on that. 22,500. The DLA maintains a list of items, and these are specific for electronics manufactured items, 22,500 that the DLA has said that they plan to spend more than $10,000 on this year. And they have a limited number of sources. Most of these only have 1, maybe 2 sources that have said that I can provide that to the government that they know of. And then 109. The land department that's part of the DLA, they have a list of hot fill items that they have a critical need for. In September of this year, 109 items on that list were for electronic assemblies. So what did I do to try to solve this problem? I wrote software that is a configure, price, quote service for electronics manufacturers. The main part of that is that I automate the automated price, like verification, and then I go out and I pull real-time pricing and availability for whatever that solicitation is. So I'm able to more or less flatten that curve. that very steep amount of time that an electronics manufacturer needed to use in the past, they can be much more closer to how that individual item, source to the government is. And let me go over real quickly how it works. First part's a dashboard, really trying to set this up like clearing your email. You can filter them. This isn't too much different than what a lot of the competitors already do, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it. Then, skip the page. Next page is a screener. Here is where you're trying to get to no quickly. You have so many solicitations, you're trying to disqualify them as quickly as you can. So I've set it up so that you have 7 ways to say no, 1 way to send an automatic quote to the government for whatever you're doing. Top part is just current and historical information. Then you're gonna go through each important part of the solicitation. First, you're gonna look at the technical documents. If you can't read them or they are missing information, then it's not worth it for you. Same thing with if you have a feature that you can't produce, then you're not gonna do that solicitation either. You're gonna work your way through all of these. If you make it all the way down to the bottom, then you're gonna submit for an auto quote. And finally, I'm maintaining the statistics on all of those choices that you made previously so that you can take those back and improve your system, improve your company. So the $6 trillion that the government spends every year, it's unfortunately not all electronics. So I'm focusing on the DLA system. They spend $218,000 a year, roughly, and that is with 20,000 contracts. The money isn't that much, but those 20,000 contracts make up over 75% of the contracts that are awarded each year. Oh, there. All right. So go to market, kind of simple. I want contact management. I can find and make a list of potential prospects by USA.gov. Every contract the government has awarded, they're listed on there. I want to do a 2% commission model at the average order of $200 and two a month. That puts me equal to an annual subscription of $4,800 a year. What I've already done, I pretty much went through the entire process to become a government contractor, and then I started on what I found today. Here's my information, real quick. And I can't do it by myself. So I'm asking for $225,000. Essentially, that is, a big majority of that is for the team. Yeah. And so what my mission is, I know, every Marine knows that eventually that you are going to be replaced by another Marine. You're trying to set that Marine up for success. So what I'm trying to do is make the Marine that replaced me as successful as possible while he supports the other Marines that he supports.